Hello friends, welcome back to my channel again. So before starting my class, it is all about the competitive English part 2. In my previous class, I already discussed some critical questions that are generally given in the competitive exams. Even in this class of mine, I also discussed some more questions that are important for the aspirants. So without getting any more late or something like that, without wasting any more time, I would like to discuss the same. But before starting my video, please subscribe to my channels and press the notification button. This will help me to create more and more videos like this. Okay friends, now you all be concentrating on what I am going to teach today. Okay, so it is all about the competitive English. It is all about the questions. I have already selected some questions from the module question papers. So you all should know the right answer and why the right answer is like this. It is not about that I will just write the answers and go to the next question. I will try to explain the reason behind the right answer. That is the hardcore part. Okay. Now the first question I am going to write on the board, it is all about this. Please look over this. The first question, it is said that make improvement. If necessary, you all should try to make improvement in the sentence. If not, then write the numeral number, make improvement. Okay, as per the instruction. But if necessary, you have to write the improvement sections. So what is the sentence? The sentence is, he sings always when he is having a shower. This is the sentence. So students are asked, or candidates are asked to make improvement if any improvement is possible in the sentence. The options are like this. He always sings. Number 1 options. Option number B, always he's singing. Option number C, no improvement. If no improvement is necessary, just write this number C. That will be the answer. This doesn't mean that if no improvement is necessary, you have to make the improvement. It is not the compulsion. But if improvement is necessary, you have to write the improvement. Number D is all about this. He always sings. So this is the overall questions. Now look over the questions again properly. The question is, he sings always when he is having a shower. He always sings. Options are, he always sings. Second option, always he is singing. Third option, no improvement. And the fourth option is, he always sings. Now you all just concentrate on the sentence. So there is no mistake in this part. The mistake lies only in this part. Now why I am going to tell that the mistake only lies in this part. That is the hardcore part. So you all know, or if you do not know, then you should know it for a better foundation, that always is considered to be an adverb frequency. That means how many times we are doing that. So always is called adverb of frequency. What is called adverb frequency? That's a very important thing. Adverb of frequency. So in case of adverb frequency, there are two positions. First, we can write the adverb frequency just after the subject. This is the traditional positions. And in some cases, we also write just before the sentence or at the beginning of the sentence. And if in between the main verb and the auxiliary verb is there, that means what I am going to say is that if auxiliary verb is there and just after the main and after that the main verb is going to follow, then in between the auxiliary verb and the main verb, one has to insert the adverb always. But here there is no auxiliary verb. There is only one verb. That is this. So he sings. What he always he sings. So he sings always. So there is no mistake. That means he sings. Why he sings? You can say that there are three persons in English: first, second, third. This is a third person singular number. So automatically we have added s to the main verb. There is no mistake here. But the mistake lies here. When it is an adverb of frequency, then it is better to write just after the subject. So this is the overall mistake. That means improvement is necessary, but this will be the answer always make. Why so? Because this is called the adverb frequency and we are going to write the adverb frequency just after the subject. Here you can also say that it is the answer, but there is no s here. So without s it will be a big blunder that you cannot recoup later. So it should not be the answer. The third person singular number, this is called the third person, and singular number, he means personal pronoun and only one person. So this will be the incorrect answer. Only this answer will be the correct one. Okay. I think you all have understood what I have told you now. Now I am going to the next section. That means I am going to the next questions. So what is the questions? Just wait for a while. I'd like to discuss the same with reasons. So without logic, if you know, so it will be just like throwing stones in the dark. You will have no benefit. Again, if the same thing is given, you will make a bigger mistake. Select the one was substitute. Select one word substitute. Very natural. So what is the what? A person very reserved. In speech. That means the person does not talk so much. He only talks when necessity arises. That means he does not talk so much. He does not talk so much at all, or he talks a little one. You can say. That means he talks very little. Persons may be of different kinds. Someone talks too much, someone does not talk too much at all, someone talks very little. So it differs from man to man. So options are like this: confident, B key. What is that? B, eloquent. Eloquent. C, reticent. D, adamant. These are the 4 options. Now look at the words. Confidence means I have confidence within myself. Eloquent means he has blessed with some great talking skill. That means he can convince someone, or vice versa. Reticent means this is the main hardcore part. That talks not at all, or talks to the least extent, or does not talk too much at all. Adamant means insistent. So this means insistent. I will do it at any cost, whatever the situation. Or stubborn. So this is not the right answer. Confident is not. Eloquent means talking skill, has great convincing power. In idiomatic phrase, it is called gift of the gab. Gift of the gab. So the trio, these are already omitted. Now what is left? Reticent. Reticent is the right answer. This means the person does not talk too much at all. What is the parallel synonym for reticent? One can say the taciturn. Taciturn can also be the answer. So if instead of reticent is taciturn is given, then this will be the answer. So this does not mean only reticent will be given, taciturn only given. Instead of reticent, it may be given. So you should not confuse yourself over all this. Loop. Whenever you are going to take the exam, you have to know all these loops properly. Otherwise, problems will have no ending. So goof or pounce on the reason. Now here is a question, error corrections. It's a very vital one. Third question is all about error correction. What is the questions? Everything that I like to eat are flattening. Errors are there. So what is the options? A is flattening. B is flat. C to eat, though there is no need to add any more. D, I like. So these are the 4 options. So what can be the answer? Be careful. Everything is qualified by this word that. Now another sentence is there. So this part is called the subordinate clause. Actually it is called the relative clause or adjective verb. Later I will discuss in my next video or in some other video. So I will discuss what the function of a relative clause is in the sentence. Now here I cannot say, but I will suddenly discuss, because if we like to analyze all this, then we cannot do this again. Just keep watching my video, you will understand what the relative clause or adjective clause is. So there is no mistake here. That means everything is qualified by that. But it is also a part of the subject. It is called pronoun-oriented subject. But it is singular in form. Whenever something is singular in form, so it should be is. So here is the subject verb. Its story is over. Now its story is still not over. Against this we have written the verb are. It should not be the case here. Instead of are, this will be the answer. Is flattening. Flattening means I am not getting what I would like to eat. Flattening means leveling to the ground. I am not getting the thing that I am preferring to eat. That I prefer to eat. This is the main answer. Okay. So this will be the answer. Here is a pronoun. Pronoun is broken by the word that. Now another clause is there. This is called the subordinate clause. Subordinate clause. Just follow my video. Just keep watching my video. Just subscribe to my channel. You will understand what is called subordinate clause, what is called main clause, what is called principal clause, what is clause matrix. There are thousands of clauses. It is not about the nominal clause, adverbial clause, or adjective clause. It is not limited to only 3 clauses. There are more and more clauses. However, for this type of sentence, it should be called subordinate clause. It can be the case here. So this will be the answer. Flattening means leveling to the ground. Flattening means leveling to the ground. So you all have to understand the thematic aspect of the entire grammar. Otherwise, you all will make the same mistake again and again. Just keep watching my videos. Just subscribe to my channels. And please make me more and more courageous to make such videos by subscribing to my channels. Okay. Another idiomatic phrase is very interesting here. What is said is that select the appropriate answer. Select the appropriate word. Select the appropriate word. Before that, we have to go through the sentence. What is the sentence? The government has warned the traders not to, here is the blank, onions. So what is the meaning of the sentence? Has already cautioned, had given a sentence alarming note. So options are there. Bulk. You can say bulk. Many also say bulk. No problem with this. Gross. Hope. The last one is combine. So bulk means huge or mammoth. This will also pump up your or enrich your or polish up your, brush up your, or you can say that this is also that I am going to say bulk. What is the parallel synonym for bulk? There are thousands of synonyms. I am just going to write some synonyms. You can say that huge or mammoth. Just follow my video, subscribe to my channel. You will find many more synonyms like this. And there are many ones. I will express all this in my next video. or in my videos. Whatever it is, gross. Gross means the total, entire thing, neat. The neat amount, the neat, gross means the neat. There is no need to write here, neat. And combined means assimilate. You can say that assimilate. We are joined, we are just adding this with that, adding this with that, or something like that. We are just congregating, we are just accumulating. That is called combined. So there is no question of this. There is no question of this. There is no question of this. Now what is left? Quote. Quote means deposit. Deposit something illegally. That is not legally correct. We have no right to hold all this. But still we are holding this inside my godowns. So this will be the answer. That means here will be the answer. So what will be the perfect combination here? If you say bulk, it will be a big mistake. Gross, there is no questions of writing gross. Combined is also a big mistake. Then what will be the one and only answer? So you all have to understand the entire sentence and what is meant by the sentence. If you write bulk, then huge or amount, the sentence will have no meaning. Gross, you cannot write gross. Gross itself is a noun. So after 2 we generally do not put up noun. When 2 is functioning as infinitive. 2 has a dual role in English, either as prepositions or as infinitive. Here it is functioning as infinitive. Now in my, just keep watching my videos, subscribe to my channel, you will find what the infinitive is. Infinitive has diverse categories. Simple infinitive, passive infinitive, split infinitive, perfect infinitive. So thousands of categories. Later I will tell bit by bit with the advancement of my videos and with the growth of my channel too. Otherwise I cannot make more and more videos. Please subscribe to my channel and find out what is what. So what will be the right answers? HOART. So all these questions, but these types of questions are generally given for the competitive exams, or you can say you have to prepare all these questions for the competitive exam. So just know that you have to prepare yourselves for the work. So whenever you are going to face this work, so you have to be well known about everything. This is the class for the day. Again I will discuss some more points, some more clues in my next videos. But before this, do not forget to press the notification button and subscribe to my channel. Otherwise you will go on missing my videos one by one. I will discuss all this later. What is infinitive? What is called this? What is called that? What is the synonyms of both? Or what is something more? This means what is the homonym for both? I will discuss all this bit by bit. Because in one class I cannot discuss all this. You know why I cannot discuss. So please make me courageous. Make me something like this, so that I can create more and more videos like this. So this is the class for the day, and always try to watch my video and subscribe to my channel. So good night friends. I think you all have understood my class today. If not, you can too raise your questions in the comment box. So with the growth of my classes, with the growth of my channel, I also place my personal WhatsApp number. If necessity arises, if you still face more and more confusion over this critical subject, over this very important subject. Okay, so this is for the day, and good night friends. Okay, thank you.